Apologies about the wait, I've had quite a bit on my mind. Since the reception to my previous video was good, I'll keep doing these. This time we'll take a bit of a deeper look into the quarterfinals match against Brazil. Due to some issues with audio thanks to Twitch being oversensitive for copyrights, the bans were muted, so I'll say them here before transitioning them into the actual video. The United States team banned AG Maniza's chart for Chinese restaurant, and much to the shock of our team, Brazil banned the bird's poison bathwater. More about that surprise for that later.
And there you have it, first appearance for Shadow in the tournament, I believe.
We have been practicing reasonably hard for this match, and it goes without saying that there were certainly nerves right out of the gate against Brazil, because we already knew that they were a very strong team. Tensions were really high. Brazil ended up winning the roll against the US, so they opted into picking Gypsy Gets the Tech. The US team had planned on picking this one ourselves, so we were more than ready for it. We assembled our stamina and consistency squad of sorts here, Ziff, myself, and the somewhat rare to appear as of this point, Shadow SM. Not much to be said about this. All 6 players did really well in terms of combo, but the United States really excelled on this one, with all 3 of us holding double S up to about 90% of the way through the song. Rather easy point and a break point to start.
SB reading and Geki does long runs performance. So really strong team overall.
It's kind of a A-team of Mania. Like everyone has their specialty, but they're all very good overall.
I didn't mention Crubble, but Crubble is pretty similar to Halogen as well. He's pretty much there for every pick, then someone lags a little bit off. But anyways, every single member here in the US is still holding 100%, which is really impressive. I think it's the first time we're seeing this happening for that long in the quarterfinals. Even though everyone is still holding the full combo, score difference is quite low, around 15,000. But Gil Hermesiad with the miss in the unbelievable section there. There was simple nose and that's it, but he managed to find a break over there. I don't know why. Maybe he was trying to check the scores. Yeah,
and,
that will be a thing.
I would like to note, United States is sitting on a triple double S at the moment. Just saying.
Yeah, it's incredible how good the United States is performing on this map. But even with all the consistency they have, Gil is dropping his combo already, so 3 full combos against 2 is already a big advantage. But even though they're not edging the gap so far, they're still holding strong. But the United States team is just not giving the chance to the Brazilian one to actually come back here. Halogen still with 100%, the only one remaining, and he will take it into his bag.
What's with the parents today? Apparently, Gil Mesiat did break because his parents went to speak to him during the song. Yeah.
I mean, anyways, even though if he managed to get a full combo, that was clearly not enough. You can see Felipe Link standing a bit behind in accuracy. And if you tell that 99.7 is a bit behind of accuracy, you can tell the level of this match.
Yes.
999.5 thousand points for Halogen here. Incredible ratio by him as always. Sip not falling behind, only 1/200. Same for Shadow with 2. And even though the Brazilian team pulled out a really good fight on this map, was not enough. Let's see what the US tries to go for now.
This match really tested our communication as a team. There were so many high-risk picks in this match that we spent ample time talking amongst ourselves to make absolutely sure we were alright with everything. We ended up opting for a very dangerous but potentially easy to win pick, Rave 7. This is a somewhat targeted pick. We knew that Gil Hermesiad had a ton of speed and ability to hang on to this one well in terms of accuracy, but also figured that the other 2 would lag behind in the same regard. This would turn out to be our misstep for the match. All 3 US players took hits in accuracy in the last 15% of the song, while Andre and Felipe Link managed to prevent themselves from chopping on that disgusting ending. A very well-deserved win to them, and it adds continuity to an already bizarre match opening. The score is 1-1 with both teams earning on break points.
Yeah, it's looking like that is the main reason here is the speed, but Shadow and Zype both holding incredible combos at this moment. Shadow and Zype, Halogen and Zype. Shadow actually seeing a miss. Andre and Felipe Link and Gilzer, they're all doing, or Gilher Mizet, I always mess that name up. They're doing okay, but it's not going to be enough here.
I don't know, man. Look at Sif. He already broke his combo, and Halogen dropped his 100%. And this is the point where Gil Hermesiad can make a big difference. Felipe is catching up really well as well. And as soon as Andre keeps this up, a break from the US can definitely change stuff. There's no more not much map remaining, but Seep is still dropping accuracy and the scores are getting closer.
That is very true. But can it be a from behind victory
double
here?
right
Oh,
there.
it's definitely going to be
Shadow
a from
dropping a
behind
huge
victory.
amount of times and Brazil is taking the lead now. And oh my god, they will take it. Amper with a miss, Shadow as well, and the score with 4,000 points goes in favor of Brazil.
Wow.
Double break point here. Amazing performance by Brazil, and I called it that they had to be careful at the end.
Brazil's next pick was a pretty fair one. They ended up going with Lindworm. Their team was clearly better at long notes, and I had personally expected this to be a pick of theirs in practice sessions as well. This map proved to be difficult for most of the team, including myself. In fact, the only one who was extremely consistent in full comboing this map was Trouble. And interestingly enough, Shadow, member of Team Mania, actually had the third best score on our team by a rather large amount. We performed respectably well. Trouble managed to stick out yet another full combo on that long note ending, and I actually secured my first full combo using Score V2. Shadow had some issues in the ending, but in general his performance was actually not too far away from his normal. This map just happened to emphasize a void that our team had.
Keep up into the early beginning of the song. Technically, we're not the only team.
Technically that wasn't a sweep though, there was no match.
Well, anyways, here Shadow finding a miss, that will give the lead instantly to Brazil, which is holding quite strong. Shadow is having some issues today, and I wonder why is that.
Well,
Brazil
saying,
keeps this up until the knockdown section. This will be a map.
yeah, saying that it gave the lead to Brazil is a little bit early to say that, as the scores have been flickering back and forth. But as you said, the long note section towards the end might be US's downcoming. Hopefully they'll be able to iron through it with no issues, but if they can't keep their consistency up, Brazil will take another point on them.
Yep, and there we go to the long note section. Felipe Ling is starting to struggle, and the lead goes back to the United States here. But scores are flickering back and forth again. Shadow finding a miss over there, and now Brazil is on the lead once again, and quarter map remaining. One more miss
Shadow
from the
missing
US.
again.
Yeah, that's pretty bad for the US, and I don't think there are too many long notes remaining now. It's all about consistency and accuracy, and Brazil seems to be the one taking this one. Again, 2 points in a row.
You know, even if Felipe Link had an accuracy of 9930, which is overall not that good.
It's exactly the same accuracy as Shadow.
Yes. If Shadow didn't miss, it would have changed.
Now at this point, we're in a really interesting situation, one that I personally had never felt in the World Cup. We were actually behind in the match.
Which made them win. The consistency.
And I'm pretty sure now there will be Foolish Hero. As I see Daiki joining instantly, this smells like Foolish Hero, and there you have it.
As Juan Crystal mentioned in the commentary, Daiki's entry back into the tournament indicated our next pick being extremely risky. When Brazil didn't opt into banning Foolish Hero, that spoke volumes to us. They were confident enough to leave it lying around as a pick, and confident enough to actually ban a burst-heavy map that could prove to be inconsistent to both teams. This seemed like a very calculated move. But we went against those considerations and basically rolled the dice, thinking that while they could do it, we could do it better. Daiki picked a fantastic time to bring his A game, as he had the best percentage for a good majority of the song. That is why he is the SV specialist. I didn't break combo in this run personally, but my overall accuracy was generally below par in the first half, although I made it up in the second half with pretty much no 200s from the bridge into the chorus all the way to the end of the song. Kakito had a couple of minor combo issues, but it certainly wasn't enough compared to the large number of accuracy drops brought by the Brazil team.
I don't think that will be enough to bring the lead back to the US, accuracy-wise. It's really far ahead.
Oh yeah, that's true, that's true. But
They can go anywhere.
If any of the United States breaks again, that is another story.
Oh man, this is so close at the moment. We still have half of map remaining, and no one has dropped his combo back yet, though, from the United States. You can see the score difference. It's around 10,000. It's not even that big, and a drop can definitely change stuff here. Andrew dropping a bit of accuracy there, Felipe Link as well in the trails, and almost dropping his combo over there, saving that, but giving the US a big advantage, even bigger than what they had already. It is still the best score so far, but it's not enough to bring Brazil into the lead by any means. They need a break from the US, and it's not happening. Consistency-wise, Daiki and Halogen are just pulling a god mode right now.
Go, go, go!
Oh, the accuracy drop at the end. It's not going to matter that much. The map is almost over,
No,
and the
it's-
US will take this one.
All right.
2-2.
Wow,
It was a
congratulations.
risk. Yeah, it was a very risky pick, but it paid off. and they brought that to all. We have a tie at the moment.
So let's see what Brazil decides to go now. Pilot Gamma is going to be, so time for some mod. And I know that Halogen has 100% here on Hard Rock with this map, so let's see if this pays off for the US.
Palette Gamma was an interesting junction in the tournament match because it forced me to make a decision that would affect the entire United States team. In the lobby, we noticed that Andre MC was using Flashlight and Hard Rock at the same time, which would make him eligible for that full score boost, which was about 0.06 higher than the United States. Being a solid FLHR player, I contemplated running both of those mods, but I ended up just believing not only in my own abilities, but our team's ability, and that our overall performances would offset that net gain. Despite a minor combo drop from Shadow, which docked its accuracy a touch, our performances more than offset that boost in multipliers because Andre did not have a solid run on the song at all.
Yeah, that is not good. If Andrew can hold the accuracy and bring it to about a 98, 99, that should be a pretty good point advantage for Brazil, but they have to be able to bring it back to that point, and Andrew seeing another miss there is not going to be great. Felipe Link playing incredibly well, but Halogen and Zeth both holding very high combos and accuracy, if not full combos. Shadow is trailing behind, but the accuracy continues to climb.
Yeah, they have no chance now. Brazil is definitely out for this one. That was a break point for the United States. Really nice job there by Halogen and Ziv holding the full combo. A risky decision, and
with the score being 3-2 in our favor, we felt a little bit more comfortable now as we'd won 2 straight, including snagging yet another break point.
There's no sense in putting yourself in unneeded risk if no need to.
Shoot the weapons circles. There are no circles.
Continuing along the trend of somewhat risky picks, the United States opted into yet another one, although for a different reason. This time we went with Depravity Climax. This is another situation of the United States team banking on our overall accuracy being generally stronger than the other team. With this came a nerve-wracking thought, though, missing on the sequences of 1/3 jumps. The idea behind this pick was to basically put intense pressure on mistakes and trying to highlight them as near fatal, as both teams had players that could otherwise handle the trivial parts of this chart with various bits of streams and whatnot. But the 1/8 bursts, 1/3 jumps, 1/4 rhythm switches, there's a lot to think about. Nerves actually got the better of me at the very end, snagging a 200 and 100 at the end of a jump sequence, and I very narrowly missed a miss there. Props to Guilhermeziat for basically chasing me down the whole way from start to finish.
But anyways, now focusing on the map, seems like the US is on the lead, and Andrew, even though he managed to fix his curl speed, he's the first person dropping the combo here, Shadow being the second one following up. Felipe Link is the third, and only 3 remaining skill, and Halogen still with 100%. And the score difference is actually not that big, around 20,000 points.
Yeah, any drop could change. As for now, could change the outcome of the map. But yeah, 21,000 difference.
Yeah, really
That's
close matchup here. A
one
drop
drop and
can
a
change stuff. I would say 2, maybe 3 drops, because the accuracy advantage is not too big, but Andrew and Felipe are really behind at the moment. Anyway, let's see. Now we're about to enter into the second section that is part of this map. And now with the break, you have with the burst once again, and the clouds are coming soon enough. Trouble is doing really well as well. Maintaining that 99.91 is such an important thing for the US. Halogen and Gil still not dropping the 100%. Nice job at them as well.
Yeah, very impressive plays from the US right now. Halogen just being, a machine. Gil being a machine right alongside Halogen's like, anything you can do, I can do better. They're definitely fighting neck and neck. And it really just all relies on Shadow, Crubble, Andrea, and Felipe Link to determine who's going to be able to win this one.
I don't know. This is the part where it can't be drops. And
oh no, Crubble
with the hands.
drops.
And Andrew funding a drop. The jump turns are going so fast, but everyone managed to nail them. And the score difference is now getting closer because both teams had that miss. And in the gluts, Andrew finding another one, and that probably will seal the deal for the United States now. And that was a
pretty
close
much.
fight, but it was decided at the end. But this last drill might be the thing, though. I don't think, though, Andrew finding another miss, and this will be it. US is now leading 4-2, and Brazil needs to pick to save their own lives in the winner brackets. Look at the ratio from Halogen. What is going on? Man, look at that 300 count by Halogen.
Wow.
That is just out of my mind.
Yeah, that. Oh, I just looked over. I was like, yeah, that is an. Oh my goodness, it's 91. I thought maybe it was gonna be like 100 or something. I look over to check it, and it's like, nope, it's 91. That
Less
is
than 100.
crazy.
And yes. Oh, le fruit descendu.
I don't like this pick.
Head on.
SVs, man. SVs favors the US in general, so...
With the score being 4-2 and Brazil's pick, we expected a long note map, and we got one. But we weren't expecting the one that Brazil picked. They ended up going with Le Fruit Defendu. Le Fruit Defendu is quite a bit easier to handle on a physical level, with many of the releases being generally intuitive. The caveat of this chart is that there are a ton of SV changes all over the place. It's been somewhat known that me, Gekito, and Daiki are basically the A team of the United States with regards to SVs, but this map proved to be a bit more physically demanding, particularly on long note coordination. As a result, we actually had to bring in our other jack of all trades, master of none, Krubble. The US team held their own slightly better than the Brazil team for a good majority of the chart, but victory was practically handed to us when Gekito and I managed to hold through the last set of SVs when nobody else did.
Might give some hope to the Brazilian team. And with the SV still on the road, we might see something weird happening. 100 trills though. Not hurting too much any of these two teams. Felipe,
Yeah, Felipe that miss there. That is going to not be too good, but things are still kind of close. We have about half the map left. Will the United States be able to close this now, or is Brazil going to be able to come back? Krubble actually seeing a miss.
This is this are the section that can turn down the table into another favor. Krubble finding a miss, but not going to be enough to keep Brazil the lead. Although the scores are really close, everyone's dropping on that section.
Gekito.
Gekito and Halogen still standing strong, and that will probably be the reason because the US will probably end up taking this point. Nice job there on those SBs. There's still one more, I think. 30,000 points of difference. Krubble finding another miss, but not going to be enough. Felipe dropping a huge amount of accuracy over there. Andrew is not being able to keep up either. And even with Gil getting the best score overall, he will not be able to carry his team into the victory now. And the United States will shine, getting 5-2 into the semifinals winner bracket against the UK.
Wow. Well,
Yeah, that is
congratulations.
absolutely nuts. The U.S. is going to take that victory. Brazil giving a very awesome fight back, though. Taking 2 points from the United States, which was quite impressive.